Oh,
Hello,
hello.
everybody. Hello, and welcome to Mark and Kelly's Trips, Tips, and Things. Whoops, I've messed something up there.
Okay.
I've messed it up. I'm
No.
so sorry. So
No.
we are very late today.
Yeah.
We are very late today. So we
Well, we
do.
were debating whether we were going to do one or not because I've got COVID and I'm not feeling very well. And it's I've been sort of it's been coming on all week. Uh, and yeah, it's just yeah. yeah. Don't
So
even know really what to say.
poor Kelly. Now you're thinking, strangely enough, Kelly has tested positive for COVID. I have done 3 tests over the last 3 days and negative for all of them, which is very bizarre.
Tests.
Yeah, Barry. Yeah, 3 tests and negative for.
I did too.
Oh no,
Um,
sorry. What am I saying? 3? No, it's 2. Sorry,
I
it's
was going
2.
to
I
say
tell a
three.
lie. It's 2. So I've done 2 so far the last 2 days. Yeah, because you only had COVID. I don't know why I said 3,
Yeah.
but yeah, 2 for the last 2 days. So, but I have been negative for both, which is very, very strange.
Mm. Do you know what? I don't think you never know what to expect with COVID.
No.
I don't know what is strange and what isn't strange these days.
Um.
Um, I think it was on Tuesday or Wednesday. I had quite a bad headache, but what on I was out on Monday and I fell over and I gashed up my knee and everything else. Got a really sore side, but I don't think I bashed my side or anything like that. But my side is quite sore. And as time has gone on, at first I just thought I had a cold because I just thought, you know what? I know COVID is quite rife and everything else, but colds still exists. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah. Yeah.
being unwell still exists. In that that all existed prior to COVID. So although I've had COVID
Oh,
before,
Karen's just joined. Hello. So,
I
so Karen. Unfortunately, well, I'll let you say.
well um so in 2020 I got COVID, but it was the first bout, so it was really quite bad. And then now I've got it again, and I'm just like, honestly. Um, so obviously have to self isolate, and yeah, Mark hasn't got COVID. You've taken two
I've
tests.
taken 2 tests. So over 2 days, I am negative. I will keep testing
Yeah.
as before, but and also it's very weird. I don't feel. I felt. I do feel a bit. What's the word? A bit fatigued, but that I think that's just because my thing be having late nights. But I don't feel. I haven't got a sore throat. I don't have a cold. I can smell properly. So I thought, well, I'm obviously asymptomatic because obviously I live with Kelly. We're in very close proximity, as you can see.
Yeah, when I was sick
Um,
last time, you weren't sick.
no, exactly. But although I did think I did have COVID because I
Yeah,
had
I
a bit
think
of a cough.
I think you had
Uh,
COVID, but you weren't as sick as I was. I was really sick, but you were
oh, now
fine.
that's interesting. Karen said I had a feeling you were when on Tuesday. So you
Ah,
spotted that. That's interesting. You spotted that actually,
because I wasn't
Karen.
well, but the thing was, I tested that night, and I tested negative. And and I just thought, oh, do you know what? It's probably just a cold. We all get colds. It's seasonal, and the clocks and things like that, and just I don't know what I thought. And then I steadily started getting worse on Wednesday, and while I was out, my face was getting quite hot. I mean, it's a little bit hot now, nothing, but not as hot as it was getting. So I thought, do you know what? That feels a little bit like a fever. But my head was fine, just like I was really, really hot. And then I tested again on Wednesday, and then it was positive COVID. So I just thought, right, well, okay then. Um, so now I've been self
Yeah, so
isolating.
Karen said, yeah, it can take a couple of days for the test to pick it up. So I've been testing over the last couple of days. So Kelly tested hers on Tuesday. Was you were positive? When was it?
Wednesday. So
Wednesday.
Tuesday I was negative, and Wednesday I was positive.
Yeah. So I tested Wednesday. I'm negative. I've tested this afternoon. Well, actually, yeah, late this afternoon, and I'm still negative. So a bit weird.
I
But
tested when I got home
yeah, you
on
did.
on
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
on Wednesday. Both times. I tested late on Tuesday. It was quite late. It might have been about. God, 10 o'clock or something
Mm.
like that. It was late because I'm sure it was after the live. And we finished the live about 8.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I think I must have tested about 10 or something like that.
But interestingly enough, actually, so a friend of mine as well, both his children had COVID. So he had to look after both of them. And he said the same thing to me. He said he tested he was testing again and again and again and again. You do look very tired, Kelly.
Yeah,
But yeah, he was testing again. And he said for about a week he was testing himself, and he was negative each one. So despite being in the vicinity of his children, looking after his children, both of his children were under 10. He said he tested negative, so which is very, very strange. But there you go. So so I hope you're well anyway, Karen. But we thought we just wanted to come on for a quick live because Kelly is feeling a bit fatigued.
Very, very quick. And we have ordered drinks. And
so I have to do my. I tend to wear my mask just to pick them up. Well, I'm thinking more of the person as well.
You always wear your mask.
I always wear a mask,
he's very good. Mark's very good. He always wears his mask whenever he opens the door to whoever that comes, whether it's family members or whatever. Mark's always got his mask on. But I'm good in the sense when I go out. So when I go out, if I'm going to shops or restaurants or anything like that, on the train, I put my mask on all the time. And then sometimes, although I didn't do it this weekend, but usually when I go to family members' houses, I normally put my mask on. And sometimes they feel a bit funny, when you're wearing a mask and stuff. But I've been keeping myself safe, or we've been keeping ourselves safe for all of this time. And it's the one time I thought, oh, do you know what? Let me not be relaxed about it, because I still wear my mask on the train or the bus or whatever. But we went to a restaurant and I thought, oh, do you know what? I normally walk in with my mask.
Yeah.
And I didn't walk in with my mask. And I don't know if it's then I caught it or if I caught it on Monday or if I caught it on Tuesday. I don't know. I don't exactly know when I caught it. But
It's a difficult one as well. So what we thought we would do, so Karen said, have an early night. I sign off now if I were you and look after yourselves.
Oh, thank you.
So I think what we wanted to do though for you guys, obviously just to let you know that was the case, but also we're just going to talk a little bit about COVID. Drinks. Let me get my mask. I'll go and get
He's going to go and get his mask. He keeps his by the door.
I keep mine by the door.
But yeah, let me tell you a little bit about my symptoms, because I don't know if it's the same. It feels different. Do you know what? I feel like it feels different to the first time. But again, the first time I was, it did feel like flu. It just felt like it felt like I was run down, and it was gradually building. And sometimes, when you're working, you hold your sickness in. It's there. You're stressed, and you hold that sickness in. And then as soon as you get home or are able to get to a point where you can relax, it's like the body just releases and the sickness can come out and all of that type of stuff. And what happened to me was I went into work one day, and during that week, I was getting, slightly more sick, but you hold it in. And then on the Friday, you come home. I was on my way home, and it was just like, do you know what I mean? I had fever, everything. It was crazy. Now this is in March 2020, and I was sick. But even at that point, although COVID was a thing in the beginning of March, nobody knew. We still don't know enough about it, but nobody really knew about it anyway. We know a bit more, but we still don't know. COVID, I think, is here to stay. You'll just have different shades. It's like flu. But I steadily got worse at that point, and here I do feel unwell, but I feel like it wasn't as bad. I say that now, I start coughing. I don't feel I was as bad as what I was in 2020, but only time will tell, because you don't know what strains. There's so many strains out there. You don't know. You want to think it's Omicron because that's the latest one that was reported in the news, but you don't know. So my so this time round, like the first time round, I had like different symptoms because you know headaches. I needed to go to the toilet quite a bit often um, because I had diarrhea. Sorry to think that that's what I had, and uh, I had headaches and dry throat and all of this. And this time round, I had a sort of sore throat starting, and then I was starting to get a bit of a blocked nose and all that. So for me, this is more like cold type symptoms than what it was at the beginning. I did feel tired, and I do feel tired. Like now, I just think, oh, and sometimes when Mark Mark works from home, so sometimes when he's working, he doesn't feel like I'm relaxing kind of thing because I've got other things to do anyway. But I feel a bit of relief in the sense that uh, tomorrow is Saturday, and so we can have a long lie in and all of that type of stuff, and I'm not going to feel like any kind of way. Oh, here comes the drinks. So here we go. But I got a hot drink first, so I could have my hot drink. And I got a chai tea latte. I couldn't read the comments, so I don't know.
Oh, sorry. So Karen's got a few here. She said, you do look, some of these tests have not worked in the past. Have an early night and sign off. And then she said, were you fully vaccinated in the first time you had it? And yes, it's here to stay. Or I think talking about the COVID as well. It's not so bad as your vaccines are helping you.
Yeah, I think there are a mixed bag with regards to vaccine. I'm not going to comment too much on it because I feel like it's a bit of a thingy subject, isn't it? It's a bit of a tentative subject. Some people agree, some people don't agree. So it's not one that I really want to comment on per se. But I think everybody's got to do what is important or what is how they feel. A bit like Brexit. You do what it is you feel at the time and stuff like that.
Oh, hi, King Europe. King Europe said, sorry to read the bad news. Hope it's not too bad and you get well soon.
Thank you. It doesn't feel like the first time round when I had it. Like, I was really, really sick.
Well, Kelly was really, really ill.
I was bedbound.
Now, when I had it, so just to update you for guys that just joined as well. So I've tested negative for the last few days, but Kelly has tested positive, which is bizarre. But I was just saying as well, I have heard incidences where family members have tested positive and other people haven't. I don't quite know how that works. But yeah, I just with different experiences as well. I'll talk a bit about when you had it, well, Kelly was very, very sick. Very, very sick. Were you the first time round?
The first time round, I was bedbound. I could hardly get to the bathroom. I was out of breath. I could hear the fluid on my lungs. I could hear all the bubbles popping and stuff like that. I couldn't do anything. And I really do think that prior to getting sick, I had been going to the gym. I hadn't been doing anything strenuous, but I'd been on the treadmill. And prior to that, because I got sick in the March, and I'd been working out in sort of like end of January all through February. And then prior to that, I had been swimming continuously up until November. But between November and January, I hadn't been doing any exercise. But I think it probably would have been a different story if I hadn't have been exercising, to be quite honest.
Now, funny enough, I was going to, you segued nicely in. So I've watched several people on YouTube that have had COVID. Now, remember, obviously, each person's experience of COVID is different. And obviously, we're not trained doctors, obviously.
Yeah, we're not.
But what a lot of people are saying is that their experience of COVID, and obviously each experience is different, they found there was a period where they felt really ill, and then they started to feel better. And all of them said the same thing. They said that once they started to feel better, they then started to try to return to normality, going out, doing exercise. And they all said the same thing. That was the worst mistake they made. They said they pushed themselves far too quickly. And they found that as well. They found them they just went downhill very, very quickly. So I think our recommendation would be, and again, it's not medical advice, but if you God forbid you do get it, just bear that. Really do look after yourselves and relax. That's what I was saying to Kelly. If you do start to feel better, don't think, well, that's it, it's gone. Just really enable yourself just to see it out.
And the thing was, I never went through that period of, oh, I feel better. I just was ill the whole time, and then I started to feel better. And then on my upward flip of getting better, it just continued. And then about a few weeks after that, after I was better, or I thought I was better, probably about 6 weeks after, I would say, my hair started to fall out. So big clump. I didn't go bald. I've mentioned this before. I didn't go bald, but big clumps of my hair was just all around the house, all over the floor. As I was washing my hair, big clumps were coming out. I was really worried. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to lose all my hair.
Oh yeah, Karen said, yeah, that's so true. It takes about at least a month. And yeah, I think that's the thing. It does take a long time to recover from it. I've known people as well that have had it, and it's taken them several weeks just to get back to some form of normality. Even like I said, when they went back from doing suffering from it, they said very difficult then to get back into things like, if you do exercise, gym work, took them a long time to recover.
Yeah. Once I did sort of recover, I did go back to the gym. I went with my brother and my sister-in-law, and we sort of regularly went to the gym, and I worked out with. He got us a trainer. Me and my sister-in-law, we worked out with the trainer and stuff like that. Just building myself back up again and things like that. But yeah, that was the thing, and like Sod's Law, I was starting to get back into life again, and then it just
yeah.
That was it really. So I'm like, oh.
But yeah, so we just wanted to share that with you guys as well, and just obviously let you know how Kelly's feeling. So how are you feeling now? How would you describe your symptoms?
You know what it was? I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but I actually fell over on Monday. I can't remember if we mentioned it. Did I mention it on the line? Anyway, ever since then, my side has been hurting. You know when you self-diagnose. If I had a medical book here, I'd delve into the medical book. What does this mean? So now we're in the world of Google, right? So you can Google. Oh, my side.
I don't know. I'm always I'm very wary about people Googling medical conditions. If you Google headache, that will be anything from fatigue to meningitis. Well, the hypochondriacs will then sort of sit there and go, oh my God, I've got meningitis. You always look for the worst possible scenario. Not saying you are.
Luckily, I am not a hypochondriac.
No,
luckily, I'm very practical.
Oh, Karen said losing your smell and taste loss even after a long time. And even I know some still have no taste or smell. Oh, wow, after all that time.
A friend of mine who I used to work with, it took months. Months for her smell to come. Mine came back relatively quickly. In fact, I still do have my taste and smell, luckily for me. Therefore, when I had it the first time, I wasn't quite sick, but I knew I was getting stressed. And I woke up one morning and my toothpaste tasted really funny.
Oh yeah, you said it was really salty.
No. It tasted like very waxy. It tasted like it had gone off or something. It tasted quite waxy. That's the best way I can explain it. It just tasted waxy. I opened up another tube. It still tasted the same. I didn't think anything of it because we didn't realise at that point that was the first sign of COVID. Or one of the signs of COVID, not the first sign, but one of the signs.
Just to put it in context, this was in March 2020. So the first official case obviously came out in February 2020.
Yeah.
So of course this would have been very much around the sort of first.
Yeah, the first sort of wave. A lot of people feel like they might have had it in 2019. Oh, obviously COVID-19. So
sorry, Karen just said my daughter has no smell after having COVID a long time ago. Oh God, she's still not. Wow,
Karen. No, my taste and my smell came back. However, when I did get it the first time, my taste and smell did disappear, but it didn't totally disappear. But I could taste the salt in everything.
Yeah, you were saying
everything was salty, everything. And I was going to Mark, have you added salt to this? It tastes like so salty.
Oh my god! And she's only 33.
Oh,
Oh wow!
wow, wow,
Well,
wow.
do you know what actual fact? 'Cause I was reading a report, and again, this is just obviously from my reading, but they do think that COVID actually affects the brain. It affects the brain slightly. And I think that's the reason why they're believing. Or again, they don't know yet because
Yeah,
it's been it's such a new disease.
yeah,
But they believe that affects your brain, and that's why your senses. It does affect you, no, but obviously how your brain interprets things,
yeah.
which is why.
I've got to admit, it does take me a little bit longer now to do things.
Yeah, and
Uh,
she said some can kill some brain cells. Yeah, absolutely.
right, okay. So it does take me a little bit, like, I get distracted very, very easily. Like, I could be working on something and then something else happens, and then I'll look at that, or something else leads on from that, and then I go to that. So I don't have, uh, yeah, the longevity that I used to have, really. Um, but yeah, it's just a bit tricky, but it doesn't feel like it did the first time round. Um, and and I didn't have an appetite before.
Foggy head, says Karen.
Yeah, foggy
Yeah,
brain. Yeah, I did have an appetite the first time round, but luckily I do have an
yeah,
appetite.
you do.
Yeah, because before it was ridiculous. I couldn't eat at all. And Mark was quite worried to go, yeah, how's that? And I said, you know what? Some clear soup. Oh, do you think we could even get clear soup for love nor money? No. I mean, I just wanted plain. Everything came with this in it and that in it and blah blah blah. Yeah, couldn't get like a. My uncle came over, and I mentioned this the last time, and made me wonton soup, and I was just like, oh, can you only put like one wonton or two wonton? But my uncle doesn't know. But this is my whole family though. They don't know anything about small portions. Everything is large portion. I can't eat or drink. My whole family can eat, drink. Like, even the kids can eat more than I can. Right? I have got a small appetite, and so when I was sick, my appetite was even smaller, and I was just like, can you just like do like one or two wontons? Not, he must have put about between 4 and 6 wontons in
Oh,
there.
Karen's got to go.
Oh, bye,
See you.
Karen.
Yeah. See you Tuesday. Yeah. Look
Yeah,
forward to it. Okay. Take care. Thank you for joining us as well, and
thank
stay
you.
safe. Yeah. So I mean, this has been really the crux of the things, really, hasn't it? So we just wanted to like I said, share this with you guys as well. So we are going to do a long live today, just purely because you're not feeling so well.
Yeah,
But yeah, we just wanted to see how everybody was, what they were up to this weekend. So as you can tell, we will be staying in this weekend.
yeah. We're not
Pretty
going
much.
anywhere. We're not doing anything.
No.
We do have videos that we can edit. I don't know if I'll be able to concentrate. That is part of my problem these days when I do edit videos. It just takes me longer than what it used to edit videos. Um, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. Much is unfortunately, but that's been the way of things.
My thought process has just gone a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, I think that's the second now you've got your COVID 2.
I know. COVID part 2.
I know, that's the thing. So again, that's what we just wanted to say. How you're feeling now? Though you didn't you went on about your 4, but you didn't talk about your COVID. How you're feeling?
I said it feels different because I do have my appetite.
Yeah.
And I don't remember being this bunged up the
because
first time.
you weren't that bunged up. I do remember actually though when Kelly had COVID the first time around, you really couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
You were. I mean, I'd listened to Kelly walk down the road, or
I tried to.
We tried down the road. This is weeks after she had COVID, and all I could hear is she really grasping for breath.
But I'm totally bunged up here.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. I cannot breathe through my nose at all. I'm totally bunged up.
Dear.
It does dissipate, but very rarely. Sometimes I can stand up and then it will all unblock or something like that. I've got a pain in my side, which I don't know where it's from. Like I said, I did fall over, but I didn't bang my side. I fell forward and I hit my knees. I landed on my knees. I got a deep cut on my knees. Then I went forward. I did not hit my side whatsoever, but I've got a real bad pain. But the skin is fine. The skin is not sore. Just got a real bad pain inside. So I don't know where that's from, but I don't think it was from the fall. And And yeah, I've just been
Bunged.
bunged up, really. But other than that, how's everyone else?
Yeah, how it goes. So that was just it. We just wanted to update you as well. I hope everybody is well. Anybody got plans for the weekend? Like I said, we will definitely be doing staying in as well. But it gives us an excuse to check out some of the stuff we have not caught up on Netflix.
Yeah.
And we just renewed our subscription, haven't we? So we're just trying to extend that for a little bit. But yeah, it's been a bit of a little blow for you, really, because of having your
I can sort of breathe in one side now,
oh god.
but not the other.
Do you know what though? I always use Ignatia. It really works for me. It doesn't work for everybody, but
Oh,
it
no.
really works for me. It doesn't work for you, does
The
it?
smell is awful.
Yeah, I know, but it's not. What medicine is nice? I don't know anybody.
No,
that
I can
tries
take
medicine.
a lot of medicines, but there's something about echinacea. Cloves. I cannot take cloves, and echinacea is cloves. It's something that people put it in their food, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Their food.
We see a gammon joint. They always put tons of little cloves.
Why? It doesn't even taste nice. Don't put it in. If I'm coming round to your house for dinner, don't put cloves in. Nothing.
Leroy, you've been warned.
I'm not eating it. If I smell it, I'm not coming in.
Now, what is actually nice, I just realised, it's the lights coming in. This is all natural light, by the way. We normally have a light, an artificial light behind us, so we can illuminate us. But this is actual natural sunlight. How long it's going to last? And also, is what I noticed, we had snow today.
That was crazy. We had a few snow flurries today.
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
mad.
But yeah, so I think you're going to have to rest up this weekend. Make sure you're okay.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to have a lie because I've not been able to sort of lie, but I can't. When I sleep on my side, it feels whatever's here is moving, and so it goes. It's just painful. Whatever it is very painful. But if I sit up, I'm okay. If I lay back like this, it doesn't hurt when I breathe or anything like that. So I know I've not cracked any ribs or anything. Plus, I fell on my knees. I didn't fall on my stomach or anything like that. And when I lay down, it can be painful if I'm laying to the left or right.
Yeah.
If I bend down to pick anything up, if I bend to the right, but like now, it doesn't hurt. But if I stand up and try to bend down, it hurts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what it could be.
But yeah. So guys, if you've got the same thing, plenty of water, plenty of rest, vitamin C as well. I hope you're taking yours.
Yeah, I take my vitamin C. The first time, I couldn't eat, so all I did was drink. I drank a lot, and this time I've actually got an appetite. I drink a lot of water anyway, to be fair. But this time, I'm able to eat. So yeah, because the last time I wasn't able to eat at all. So it's nice to have a little bit of enjoyment. Well, not enjoyment but enjoyment being sick, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's enjoyment being sick.
No, but to be able to eat while you're sick, if that makes sense. Because before I couldn't eat. I was sick. I couldn't eat at all. So I couldn't even enjoy anything.
So if somebody was worried that they had COVID, what would you? What was one of the signs you said? What was the taste thing you said?
For me, it wasn't taste straight away. What happened was, it was the toothpaste.
Oh yeah, that was right. It tasted off. Didn't? Who was it? Somebody else has said that they something tasted really, really salty.
I don't know.
I'm sure somebody else came on the live chat, and I can't remember for the life of me who it was. I don't want to. I think maybe no. I won't say just in case I get the person wrong. But I'm sure they said when they had it, they tasted salty things. So it can affect your taste, can affect your smell.
It just for me, everything tasted salty.
Yeah.
It was
like I think it was you that said salty.
Yeah, it was me that said salty. Yeah, but I thought you said someone else on here said the same thing. But it tasted like Mark had, sprinkled salt on. All I had was a chipolata sausage. It was a lamb one. I was about to say a lemon one. It was a lamb chipolata sausage.
Lemon chipolata.
Yeah, lemon chipolatas. Lamb chipolata sausage, and it tasted like you had just sprinkled. And I go, did you put salt on this? It's so salty.
I said no.
Yeah, everything tasted salty, but yeah, now I can actually eat things. I can normally taste things.
Ivy, hello.
Hi, Ivy. Hello.
Kelly's not well, I'm afraid.
No,
how are you though? I'm good. So go on. I'll let you say.
Yeah, I'm very, very, I'm blocked all here. So I can't breathe. But my nose is runny. Isn't that crazy?
That's really, really
It is
weird.
very weird. And I tested positive for COVID.
So
Uh,
yeah, so Kelly's got COVID, unfortunately. So what we thought we would do is do a very quick live just to let you know, give you guys an update. And obviously Kelly was just mentioning about how she was, the symptoms she had, how she was feeling as well. Weirdly, as I was saying earlier on as well, I tested negative several times.
yeah,
Since so I'm going to probably do another test later on,
Yeah.
either tomorrow or the weekend, just to double check.
well, you did a test today, so
Oh yeah, probably the weekend. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
did a test today, but it's still negative. But yeah, so Kelly's had it for a few days now,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And I feel like I've not been able to relax. I feel like tomorrow or tonight anyway, when we finish this, because we're not going to stay on too long. Because normally we stay on for a couple of hours, but I won't be able to do that.
Oh,
tonight.
Ivy said, yeah, I've just recovered from COVID, but still feel so bad. It's been over 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
Oh God! And was it you, Ivy, that we were talking about? Because we said somebody was saying, I can't remember if it was you that was saying that everything tasted salty. Because you were saying the same thing as well, didn't you? Everything tasted salty when you had COVID.
I think as well. But they tell you now you only have to self isolate for 5 days.
Yeah, it was Ivy. I knew. I thought it was Ivy. I said I don't want to say, but I thought I'm sure that's Ivy.
Yeah, they say now, because I registered on the NHS app and sent all my details and everything, and sent my test, and now you only have to self isolate for 5 days.
Yeah.
Right. Before it was like 2 weeks, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Now it's 5 days. So I don't know what makes the Omicron variant less what do you call it? Infectious.
Ivy still can't taste anything. Do you know what? I don't think it's less infectious. What they've done, it really is so you can get out again.
I know.
I think what they found is people don't stick to the 2-week rule. They think after 3 days they're itching to get out. So 5 days, you think, oh, all right, 2 more days, I can do it.
Because the thing is, right, at the height of when you got it in sort of like last year or whenever it was in 2020, you had to self-isolate for 2 weeks. Now, the more is Omicron variant, if this is, because I don't know what variant I've got, but the Omicron variant apparently is the fastest and the most infectious variant going, but yet you only have to self-isolate for 5 days. This to me is bizarre, logic. It doesn't make sense to me that you only have to self-isolate for 5 days. It does not make any sense to me.
Well, see, I thought it was on day 5 you should retest, because I know there was a couple of people I knew that retested on day 5 and they were still positive. But I don't know. I mean, in theory, on day 5, if you're still positive, could you go out? I don't know.
It just says you have to self-isolate for 5 days on the NHS app. That's all it says. I was just like, huh?
I thought 5 days, but then test, and then if you're negative, then cool. But if not,
the first time I had it, I didn't feel all right for a good 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks.
Ivy said day 14 and still positive. Wow! Wow!
You see?
Wow! Oh wow! That's unbelievable.
That's crazy. So all of this, I don't know. How? Yeah, it's just a case of now. How often it? Is it going to be one of those cases where you recover? Let's say you recover from COVID in like a week, right? Will you get directly sick after that week if you go out again? If you come into contact with someone who's got, and then would you get? So it's kind of like, is it going to just be this constant thing of getting reinfected? I know, like, if you went for a week or 2 or a month. Now, normally when we get colds in general, it takes a few. For me, I would maybe get a 3-4 times a year. Maybe I'd get a cold because it would change with the seasons. Now,
Ivy said I was too sick to go anywhere for 2 weeks. Only today did I go to Costa drive-through. Oh my God!
Look at that.
Ivy said she's not vaccinated, by the way.
Right.
So I see that might have a bearing, but COVID was awful. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I am really sorry to hear that. I don't know if Well, this is it. I don't know how the vaccines are in terms of efficacy, but like I
Yeah.
say, I don't know. But
I tend not to comment on the vaccine
yeah,
because everybody has different opinions on it. A bit like Brexit. You don't get involved in sort of them conversations because well, people are like what blah, 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 and then they're like what blah, 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 and you're just thinking
well, but it does give us an excuse because we were now going to be locked in for this weekend. It does give an excuse to watch some Netflix and stuff we haven't done for a while.
yeah.
So no going out for me, no going out for you, especially.
Oh, as if you're going to watch any Netflix, you're going to be gaming.
Now I'm stuck in the house. I have to entertain myself. I just think I've been okay without it, and happy the choice I made by not taking it. And do you know what? That's it. Personal choice is everything.
Yeah, is everything.
Personal choice is everything. I did read an article again. I don't know if there's any truth in it. I forget which paper it was in, but they did wonder whether or not natural immunity was as effective or more effective than vaccines. But again, it's too early to say.
But there you go. We don't know enough yet about everything.
No, I mean it's only been 2 years, so
we don't know enough about COVID. We don't know enough about the vaccine. We don't know enough about your natural immune system. We don't know. We just don't know enough.
Well, thank you for not being so judgmental. Many are with the unvaccinated. Well, I think to be honest with you, it should be down to personal choice.
It's choice. Choice is choice. This is the way I see it. You not vaccinated does not hurt anyone that's vaccinated. This is the craziness of it. So, if you were sitting, I saw this thing where a woman was complaining on a plane because she was vaccinated, but she was sitting next to a woman that was unvaccinated. Right? Okay. So what's your problem? You're vaccinated. What's your problem? It's the woman who's unvaccinated. She has chosen to be unvaccinated. So what is your problem? You're vaccinated.
Well, also as well, you can't force people to do things they don't want to do.
No, but she was refused. The flight was full, right? My point is, why was she upset? There was no reason for her to be upset.
Let's leave it there. Yeah. It could get into a political debate.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No. I know. I have heard the counter argument to it, but yeah, I do know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I just think it should be your personal choice.
Yeah, it is definitely a personal choice.
It's your personal choice if you decide to have it or not.
Yeah.
The same.
I totally agree.
Yeah. I would never push someone to reveal their vaccine status, quote unquote.
It's not my business.
No.
As my gran used to say, it's not your business. That's what my gran used to say. It's not your business.
But what I did find funny, and I've got to say, is not that I've been looking, but they were saying on certain dating websites, people use that as a plus point. So good sense of humour, tall, good looking, and double vaxxed. I thought that was funny.
Oh,
as a plus selling plus point. I'm double vaccinated. So as a selling point.
The craziness, the things you have to do to sell yourself these days.
Exactly. You can get T-shirts that say you're double vaxxed on there.
But imagine, right? Like, even when you're doing job applications and things like that, the way you have to sell yourself these days.
Oh yeah.
It's a madness.
Well, with job applications, it's very interesting because they do the scan. So they scan for keywords, and that's why they're saying some people that apply for jobs never get any because their text they use they tend to rely on the same text, obviously, because that's the way they write. And obviously these computers will skip over it because they're not looking for the keywords. Ivy said, Kelly, I found I made a little potent herbal tea. Boil water with a spoon of turmeric and grated ginger and honey. Manuka if you have it, but any honey will do. It helps Ivy a lot.
Do you know what? My brother, other than turmeric, my brother would be my brother's my sister-in-law just said to me, make sure you drink your honey and ginger, Kel. Make sure you drink your honey and ginger. That's what she was saying to me.
We haven't got any ginger, but we do have honey. We
have ginger.
Have we?
We've got powdered ginger. We have.
Can we use powder?
Yeah, of course you can use
lemon
powdered.
too, if you like.
Yeah, lemon.
Would powdered ginger work, Ivy, for that?
Yeah, what do you think you get in your apple and ginger shot? It's not real ginger, is it?
I suppose powdered ginger is ginger. It's
just
dried and then ground.
Yeah, we just haven't got any actual ginger at the moment. Although I do have frozen ginger.
Oh yes, you do.
I do have frozen ginger. I've got frozen ginger and I've got frozen garlic.
Grated ginger would be best, but frozen ginger is grated ginger, frozen. So yeah, we could defrost that and
Yeah.
do that. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about our lemons though. Our lemons might have gone off actually.
Yeah, they've been in the fridge for quite a while.
Yeah, might have
Use
to
your
look at
frozen
that.
honey, she said.
Yeah, I've got my frozen one and I've got some honey. But although I do need to get some more honey.
That's perfect. Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
will work.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that's what my make sure, because normally I would drink if before when I used to be at work, that's what I would drink in the morning because they're all anti-inflammatory and they're all natural healers. Those are the ingredients that are natural healers.
Well, turmeric as well, especially.
Yeah.
Turmeric does as well. But I also heard people use put cayenne pepper in that as well.
Yeah.
Give it a bit of a
Look,
kick.
The thing with turmeric, it doesn't. Again, one of those things that just doesn't agree with me. I don't know what it is. But yeah, turmeric. So I only normally use just a little bit of turmeric. But the ginger, the honey, and sometimes garlic, I'll put in, and sometimes chili pepper. I will mix and I will make a tea from all those ingredients. But yeah, it's good for you. They're natural, they're healing, and anti-inflammatories.
There we are. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that as well, because it's really good as well. If anybody's watching this, because we will obviously put the COVID special. Well, I say COVID special.
Well, not COVID.
The
special.
COVID episode. That will be a really good tip for people as well to go through as well. I know you did put garlic in there, but I don't think I could. That's the thing with garlic. I can't.
You can have a bit of ground garlic.
No. That's far too strong for me. I don't mind it in food, in a meal, but not in a drink.
Listen, you can't make a meal without garlic. That's all I'm saying. You can't make a meal without garlic. You don't. Your meal won't taste right if you don't have. I'm putting it out there. Your meal don't taste right if you don't have garlic in it. There you go. If there's no garlic in it, it don't
Unless
taste
it's
right.
fish and chips. Not every meal's going to.
But you know what? Even if I was making a batter, I would still put garlic in the batter.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope you get real better soon. Thank you so much, Ivy.
Thank you. You too.
Well, I think, Madame, it's time for you to rest.
Do you know what? I'm thinking, I really want to go and lay down, but then I'm thinking, I don't want that pain in my side to hurt me.
So I think we're going to leave it there just purely to help Kelly rest.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God, Kelly. Garlic is number one, she said.
What did I say?
And she agrees.
What did I say?
I was going to say, but it doesn't. Do you know what I did discover though before we sign off? Was I was watching a cookery show many years ago, and one woman, what she did is she got grated garlic. She did spinach. She fried it up and then added grated garlic. She goes, "You must try the combination of spinach and grated garlic. It is amazing." And I thought, is it that good? I tried it. Oh my God, it is so delicious. It really was good. I started eating that on the regular for lunch. This is when we were in lockdown.
What?
Really.
Who did we order from? And they put garlic in the spinach. I can't remember. We ordered from somewhere.
Oh God, I don't know.
And it was really tasty. I was like, oh yeah.
Garlic spinach. There you are. So we will leave it there, guys. Hopefully we shall all be back to normal on Tuesday. Well, I say back to normal. We'll see how we are. But we'll play it by ear. That's enough again from Mark and Kelly's trip tips and things for this week. I'm afraid, sorry for the short episode and the lateness. It's just that Kelly's not feeling so well.
If we're not
go for all right, let me do the talking. Because you're gonna
I was about to say
yourself.
If we that really hurt. If we are not back on Tuesday, we will try and upload a video. That just came on all of a sudden.
Just relax. This is what happens if you exert yourself.
The thing.
So we will leave it there. But guys, please do look after yourselves. Remember, you're never too old to have fun. And please do take care. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Thank you for all your lovely comments as well. It really does help. And also as well, we'll take some of those tips away. Thank you so much, Ivy, with those tips as well. So hopefully that'll help you get better.
I've got a little bit of a frat for my sore throat later.
Oh yeah.
Although it's not too sore at the moment, but I don't want to start coughing if I drink it.
Oh, exactly. We might put a bit of turmeric in that. Anyway, that's it for Mark and Kelly's trip tips and things. Please do look after yourselves. And remember, you're never too old to have fun. We will hopefully see you on Tuesday. Have a fantastic weekend all. And let us know what you got up to. Until then, bye for now.
Bye for now.